This is Attorney Brian Pendergraft with the Pendergraft Firm LLC, and today's video is on whether or not it is acceptable to send a notice to terminate tenancy by a text message in Maryland. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a real estate attorney, and I'm also a landlord-tenant attorney here that is licensed to practice law in both Maryland and the District of Columbia. So both Maryland and in DC, if your properties are located there, feel free to reach out to me if you need any help with any sorts of, legal issues. And you can do so by visiting my website at www.tpf.Legal. All right, so to give first got to give a quick disclaimer. So this is legal information. This is not legal advice. So for legal advice, you can contact an experienced landlord-tenant attorney that is, licensed to practice law in your jurisdiction. So back to the video topic. The question: are notices to terminate tenancy sent via text message, are they valid? I think the best answer is maybe. So many leases require notice to be sent by, let's say, mail or something. In which case, I think that in most cases that the contract terms would actually govern, and that would mean that a notice via text message is not valid. But that is in the case that the contract explicitly stipulates how notices must be delivered. So a lot of times, a contract may say something like a notice must be sent by certified mail. In which case, notices should only be sent by, let's say, certified mail. If they're not sent by certified mail, there's a strong argument that that a notice via text message is not valid. Presumably the parties put the required way for notice to be sent in the contract for a reason. That said, however, assuming that the lease is silent on it, I think there is a very strong argument that notices sent via text message actually do comply with Maryland law and that they are valid. But in order to do that, we have to look at the law, and I have it here. So this is Maryland Real Property Code Section 8-402B1I. So here's the law here. I have it flashing on your screen. So I'm not going to read the whole law here because I think that would make this video needlessly long, but I will summarize it, and then I will go to the one part that I think is very relevant, at least for a the video topic of whether or not text messages sent in writing are valid. So but if you want to feel free to pause the screen and read the entire law yourself, but allow me to do my quick interpretation. So my quick interpretation of what this law is saying is that essentially you have to give notice in writing, let's say at least 1 month before the expiration of the term that you want to evict the tenant in, that you want the tenant to leave. And if they don't leave, then you can file a holdover action in order to get them out. So that's essentially what this law is saying. But you notice that I have in writing bolded, because in order to comply with the terms of the statute, the notice must be in writing. So to my next slide. So is a text message a writing? Think about it for a second. Is a text message a writing? Well, are there letters? Yeah. Are there words? Yeah. Are there sentences? Yeah. So are there paragraphs? Maybe. So is a text message a writing? I think so. But if not, then why isn't it a writing? I can't think of any arguments that a text message wouldn't be a writing. I feel like that would be kind of like, I guess, an absurd argument to make. But does the medium by which letters are written not make it a writing? I do not think so. So that said, yeah, I think it's a writing, which brings me to my next point. So even though I do think that, I guess, under the strict interpretation of the law, that text messages are a valid way to, terminate a tenancy, assuming that the contract doesn't stipulate that or restrict how notices may be sent, I still think sending notices via text message are a very bad idea, because I think that there is a very big potential problem with delivery issues. Someone's phone could be broken, it could be missing, it could be stolen. Maybe they could just have bad service, or sometimes a message may just not be delivered. There's all sorts of reasons why messages don't end up being delivered. I mean, it happens to me sometimes. I may send someone a message, like, oh, I didn't receive the message. So that's why I think that the best way to send a notice is probably by the old school methods. Say certified mail, or let's say, or at least mail with some form of tracking. Any mail form of tracking, was FedEx, USPS, I don't care. Any sort of proof of tracking, along with perhaps posting it to the door and taking a picture of it. I think that's also a great way to deliver notices as well. So anyway, so am I right? Last slide. Ultimately, I don't think that it matters because, I'm not a judge and I've never had to argue this before a judge, and hopefully I never will have to argue this before a judge because my clients will send notices in the way that I recommend. So why am I answering this hypothetical question? Good question. Because an anonymous tenant actually asked this question on a forum, and I know that this is something that I could very well end up having to argue before a judge in the future. So the art of lawyering isn't about, let's say, knowing the answers. It's about being able to give the best arguments in support of your answers. So, and I just kind of, demonstrated that to you guys here, at least, my thought process. And who knows, maybe you like it. Maybe you want to hire me after that. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching. You can book me by visiting my website at www.tpf.Legal. If you have a question that you would like to have featured here in one of these slideshows, you can visit my link at www.tpf.Legal/ask. You can ask questions there. You can always check out my my Facebook group, TPF Real Estate Law Content Hub. You can always perhaps ask questions there, or you can join there, and you'll see you can keep up with my content and things that I'm posting. These videos, this content, I'm posting it all in there. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. That helps me out a lot, so I can keep making these videos. Alrighty, thanks for watching.